Hi guys, it's Angie Bell, the Herbally Hip Tarot. How's my Herbally Hip tribe doing out there? This is for entertainment purposes only, and everything we say here is allegedly. Okay, let's get right into it. Okay, Orange Menace meets with Canada's new Prime Minister, Carney, about tariffs and being the 51st state. How do we think that's going to go? Sounds like a disaster, okay? I'm sure we'll hear some serious stuff because I think it's happening right now. It's happening today, I believe. So we'll see what they say, and then I want to read on it myself all the things that they don't say, okay? And then the next thing I want to read on about, oh Lord, this air traffic controller warns don't fly into Newark, and flying period is just dangerous at this point. They were already down on these air traffic controllers, okay? They already needed, I think they said I'm not going to do the numbers, but they needed to hire a whole bunch more, okay? These fools laid off a ton of them. And they needed to do, I know it was thousands, okay? They needed to hire. And these fools laid off thousands. It's not safe in that air at all, but I want to do an open read because an air traffic controller actually just came out and said, don't fly. Especially don't go to Newark. That's a damn mess. Like, it's ready. A plane's going to crash in any minute. Okay, so let's see. Orange Menace meets with Canada's new Prime Minister. All right, let's see which ones I should use. Spirit. Orange Menace meets with Canada's new Prime Minister, Carney, about the tariffs and the 51st state. Should we use what lies beneath? Of course. Yes, okay. And then the other one I want to read about is Clear. Spirit. Air traffic controller warns don't fly into Newark. Flying period is dangerous. Open read. Should we use what lies beneath for this also? No. Should we use mystical red rose? No. Should we use twin flames? Yes. Okay. 1 second. Do these read both ways or just the one way? No. Okay. So we're going to use okay, these two here. We're going to use mystical red rose. Okay, for the meeting with Carney and Orange Menace, and then Twin Flames. So it's this one right here, and then Twin Flames is for the flying. All right, so let me shuffle the Mystic Red Oracle up. That's what it looks like, and I'll be right back. Okay, so the first thing we're going to read about is this meeting between Canada's is it a Prime Minister, what he's called? Yeah, Canada's Prime Minister and the Orange Menace. And basically the talks are supposed to be about Canada being the 51st state and about the tariffs. All right, so what's on the bottom? Karmic relationships. That sounds interesting. Ooh, almost all those cards hit the ground. Poker face in the middle. All right, karmic relationships. Resentments and triggers, perception, intensity, and letting go, turmoil and fleeting. All that sounds exactly like what's going on. Okay, resentment and triggers. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of resentment to the Orange Menace saying we want to make you the 51st state, and then doing all these BS tariffs. He's seeing total turmoil from this whole thing. It's intense. And I think in the end, he will just, it says letting go. He'll let the United States go until the United States gets their crap together, which means getting rid of that Orange Menace. We'll just go elsewhere. Poker face. Taking a chance. Risk and options. Not showing hand. Gambling. I think not showing his hand, why he's there, okay? And I think it's a thing of, well, I know one thing, it's just to show the Orange Menace, I'm not scared of you. Candace's not scared of you, and we'll stand up to you. He went over there to give him, basically, excuse my language, the middle finger. He came over here to give the Orange Menace a middle finger. And for his people to have pride about, like, yeah, you told him. Sword and rose, and good for him. Clarity and truth, revelations. Sword and rose, clarity and truth, revelations, honor and protection, determination. And that's also what I believe the Prime Minister of Canada is doing. He is telling the truth. He's bringing some clarity to the situation. He's bringing honor, protection for his country, and he's determined. Twin flames. Twin flames, yin and yang in balance, union and duality, complement, polar opposites. I'm going with the polar opposites. Yeah, these two are polar opposites. Separation. Sadness, bitterness, missing you, thinking about you, uncertain future. Okay, the uncertain future. That's what the Prime Minister is concerned with. That's what all leaders are concerned with. That's what all business people are concerned with. That's what the citizens, everyone is concerned with. The uncertain future because of what he's doing with these dumb tariffs ascending. Learning and expansion, transcending, preparing for union, new phase. Learning and expansion, transcending, preparing for union, new phase. And like I said before, he's like, fine. Okay, there's other people to sell to besides the United States. So that's the new phase. Dang, it's lightning out there. Self-indulgence. Self-worth, value, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. In the middle of this whole thing, we got a little message, and this is to us. Self-worth and value. Know your self-worth and your value. This is time to start healing, okay? And self-appreciation. And it's the thing we've all been telling you guys the whole time. Do something that makes you feel good, because you need to keep those happy endorphins up. It also keeps you balanced. It keeps you stable. It keeps you grounded. Blowing kisses. Unconditional love. Giving and receiving. Fairness and love. Affection returned. He came here because he has unconditional love for his country. Unlike the Orange Menace has for his people in the country, he hates us and he hates this country. Addiction. Codependent, obsession and restraint. Possession and control. Emotional block. Okay, this here, the words obsession, possession, and emotional block. That's the Orange Menace. Not today. Boundaries and hurt. Avoiding conversation. Not dealing. Still upset. Okay, what I'm getting from this, that this conversation is not going to go well. Somebody's going to walk out of that conversation very upset. And I think it's going to be the Orange Menace. Because it says not dealing. Because he doesn't want to deal with reality. So I think the Prime Minister is going to say some things to him that's going to upset him. Because he doesn't want to be grounded in reality. He wants to be grounded in his stupid head. That's it. Cut down. cutting out, separation, stop the patterns, silent treatment. That's the plan with the Prime Minister of Canada. He's going to cut us out. He's going to separate. He's going to stop this pattern of insanity, and he's going to give us the silent treatment. Done. And according to these cards, he's gonna say some things that are gonna upset the Orange Menace. Probably this card right here, clarity and truth. He's just gonna tell him the truth, and that's gonna upset the Orange Menace. All right, and I cannot wait to. I'm sure it's on videos. I want to watch that today. How that stuff they can tell us of how that meeting went. I'm sure it's, yeah, as you saw, it's not going to be good. Nothing will be accomplished except for the Prime Minister. But that Prime Minister wanted him to know, we are not backing down to you. You're not going to bully us around. You're not taking us at the 51st state, and we'll go trade with other people. Okay? So the power you have is zilch. He really is. He's really powerless against China. You have no leverage. We make all of our stuff there. What leverage do you have? You can't tell them jack crap. They make so much good stuff, and they make this stuff pretty good, right? They can go to other countries. They can replace us. The Orange Menace is acting as if he has leverage. He don't have any leverage over China. He don't have leverage basically over anybody. All right, moving on. Air traffic control warned, don't fly. Air traffic controller warned, don't fly to Newark, and flying period is dangerous. Great. So I just want to do an open read on that. So let me shuffle Twin Flames, and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, I shuffled the cards. And you guys, you know what? I had to redo this part, so if it seems a little disheveled, sorry. I guess I didn't turn it back on, and so I read without the camera on, and anyway, and I'm using What Lies Beneath. I don't know if that's what I was going to read on before, but that's what I'm using now. Okay. Sorry about that. So if it seems a little off, that's why. But anyway, the question is, air traffic controller warns us not to travel into Newark, and traveling is dangerous, period. At this point, air travel is dangerous, period. So I wanted to do an open read on that. Okay, on the bottom, setting the record straight. Yeah, he came out to set the record straight, to say I wouldn't be flying. It's dangerous. Especially Newark is dangerous, but I wouldn't fly at all. Knowing they effed up. This is the Orange Menace, okay? I believe that he is going to there's going to be more crashes, and he's going to know he messed up by firing all these people. Okay, Lord. By doing this, he did nothing but cause all this. Look at this. Chaos. Because I believe that there's gonna be people who die. Okay? And we're gonna see, yeah, the next card tells us too. There are going to be planes that crash. People are going to die. That is going to be a stain on his presidency. This is going to cause his presidency to fall apart, fall into pieces. I'm also getting with that falling apart, there's going to be some planes that are falling apart. Some planes that are going to fall into pieces, just like his presidency. And look at it, right after that, I got game over. This is going to be a part of his removal. Yeah, I guess so. People falling out of the sky and dying. Even though this is horrific, we need to watch the SH go down. We need to just stay grounded. Even though planes are falling out of the sky, stay grounded. Another thing that's going to happen, he's also going to be, oh. They're going to try to lie. They're going to try to burn the evidence. In those little black boxes, they're going to try to get rid of them. Because they want to try to hide these planes crashing. How are you supposed to hide a plane crashing? But they're going to attempt to burn evidence. Burn that little black box. Get rid of it. This guy, this air traffic controller, he's not the sexual part, but he's trying to protect us. Because it says sexual protection, but he's trying to protect us. Again, he's using his emotional intelligence and is telling people, forewarning people, don't fly if you can't help it. And don't fly into Newark. It's a mess. I've gotten this before. Police. This is the police. This is the military. I think people falling out of the sky like this, like that's going to happen, it's going to be part of his removal. The military removing him, which we've gotten before. The military will be the one to remove him. And I'm not the only one that's getting that. The military is going to be the one that removes him. Clear. Because Spirit, because the Orange Menace fired so many air traffic controllers and there will be accidents and people dying, is this going to be a part of his removal? While I'm thinking it, it is already gone, and it's huge. Clear. Spirit, will the military be the ones that remove the Orange Menace from office? Yes. Clear. Spirit, the falling apart, falling into pieces, is that what's going to happen to some planes in the... Yes. Clear. So to be clear, we're talking about plane crashes. Yes. Clear. And we're talking about there are going to be some deaths. Yes. Absolutely horrendous. Oh, clear. Spirit, burning evidence. Is that them trying to hide, like the black box, trying to hide these crashes? Yeah. Look at it. Look at it. It's about to hit me in the head. How the hell are you supposed to hide a crash? They'll do their best to do it. Clear. Will they be successful in hiding why the crash happened? No. Clear. Spirit, will this be a big red lipstick stain on his presidency? Yes. That's that red lipstick stain card. Okay, you guys. So, yeah, there's going to be some plane crashes because he fired a bunch of people and they were already short. He fired a bunch of traffic controllers. That is just scary. People are going to die and there's going to be plane crashes, and this is going to be one of the things that gets him removed. It's not one thing what I've gotten. It's going to be quite a few things, but this is one of the major things that's going to have him removed. And like I've been saying, it's the military. Yeah, that's it. Crazy. All right, you guys, that's it for this one. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to do so. If you give this video a thumbs up, comments and questions, leave them below. Anything you want me to read on, leave that below. Remember, do something to make yourself happy because we are going through it, okay? Love, peace, and happiness. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. All right. Bye, guys.